When the Nissan Juke first came out, it was hard not to take notice. A mini SUV or a compact crossover? I don't know. Whatever it is to me, I think it looks pretty cool. But is the beauty only skin deep? Let's find out. It might look a little odd at first, but the more you look at it, you wonder, why didn't anybody else think of it? Its shape lies somewhere in the middle of a large hot hatch or a small SUV, but whatever it is, it certainly has a lot of utility inside. I can't really find a bad angle. I've heard some people call it ugly, but to me, it looks great. The interior is also a bit innovative and flashy. Check out that splash of red. The theme is carried over to the comfortable and supportive seats as well. Check out the red stitching. I definitely don't think the combination armrest/storage should be optional, but Nissan thinks it is. To me, it's a necessity. And it's a bit small, but you'd be better with it than without it. It does, however, hide the heated seat controls. Moving forward, you get two cup holders. Here's your CVT transmission stalk. You can shift it manually as well. Of course, you also get a place to charge your phone, just one though, and a place to hook up your USB. The infotainment screen also houses your rear view camera. Looks a bit aftermarket to me, but it's easy enough to use. And here you have Nissan's optional icon system. In this mode, it's your AC, heating, and ventilation. But press the D mode button, and it changes. Now you've got some cool options. You've got a normal, sport, and eco driving mode, which are self-explanatory. And with it, you can monitor things like your torque, boost, and you can see how efficiently you've been driving too. Pretty cool overall. You also get driver info, and in eco, you can actually rate your driving and compare it day by day. You get power windows and door locks. On the steering wheel, you can control your radio. You also get Bluetooth control for your phone and cruise control right on the steering wheel. Front and center, you've got your gauges, and there's also a menu display here, which you can change to get useful information. Here's where you can control your mirrors, turn your traction control off, and choose your all-wheel drive mode. This is two-wheel drive. In the center, you want to use that for wet roads, and down on the bottom, that's for like gravel and mud. This one has the optional keyless entry and push-button start, and that rounds off a nice-looking, innovative, and pretty artistically cool interior. You open the rear doors up here to reveal seating for three, cup holder in each door, and of course that red theme carried over. Go ahead and open up the hatch out back for more storage. These sides here keep you from putting in real large objects, but what can you say? Small price to pay for style. And of course, folding the rear seats down gives you lots more room. Powering the Juke is a 1.6-liter direct injection turbocharged 4-cylinder mated to a continuously variable transmission. It produces 188 horsepower and 177 pound-feet of torque. That's enough for a 0 to 60 time of 7.2 seconds. If that's not enough speed for you, then check out the Juke R. It's basically a Nissan GT-R engine, which I've previously tested, fitted to the Juke. It'll do 0 to 60 in the low 3s. Amazing. You better act quick though, because they're only going to build 50 of them. Fuel economy is rated at 25 miles per gallon in the city and 30 miles per gallon on the highway. You can expect 27 miles per gallon overall. Pricing for the Juke starts at $20,280 and goes on up to $26,940. Now, there's 3 levels of trim, the S, SV, and SL, and mine is the SL, so it's the high end. It has things like heated seats, navigation, and the special climate in D mode. That's pretty cool. This one has the sport package, and it starts out at the high end $26,640.
you add the 1350 Sport package and things like the center armrest, well, you're out the door closer to $29,200. So, you know, you can equip it very sparsely if you'd like, and you can get all the way up to $30,000. But anyway you do it, it's a pretty crazy cool looking car. So the Juke here is one of those rare cars that I really wanted to drive just because of the looks of it. It's so cool looking, it's so outrageous, it doesn't look like anything else on the road, and when a manufacturer comes up with an idea like that, I welcome it, because I think there's too much imitation in the automotive world. Another example is the Hyundai Veloster. Really cool concept, and the Nissan Juke here has that sort of coolness, that sort of outlandishness, and that's what makes it special. The fact that it's a pretty useful vehicle too, well, that's just icing on the cake. So is it a compact sport utility, a mini crossover? I don't know what to call the Ute, but you know, these are just labels anyway. To me, the station wagon is a crossover still. I don't care what they want to call it. BMW wants to call it touring, whatever. What this thing is a cool idea, it's a cool concept. It's a little smaller than your normal crossover SUV, but it still does a lot. You can fit 5 passengers, and you can also fold the back seats down and fit in a lot of stuff. Plus, it's pretty fun to drive with the turbo. So, you know, all around, this thing is pretty cool. And even in bad weather, you know, you got high ground clearance too, and in this one you have all-wheel drive. And what I like the most is, right now it's not snowing. It's gonna snow, but it's not snowing right now. So I'm driving around in front-wheel drive, two-wheel drive. But when it snows later, I'll go ahead and switch it over into all-wheel drive for that added security and grip. So you don't have to waste gas now, but you can drive it all-wheel drive when you need it. Excellent. It actually grips pretty well, even in front-wheel drive mode. And I guess the high center of gravity is a little disorienting, but you never feel that you're going to lose traction because of it. You certainly feel a bit of added safety in all-wheel drive mode because you've got all 4 wheels working to grip for you. In the snow, the traction's pretty good. When you're in the all-wheel drive mode, it has a tendency to understeer, but if you're hard on the throttle, you can induce some oversteer. All in all, in the snow, nice ground clearance and pretty good too. Well, as you can see by the moon, it's nighttime, and checking out the nighttime look here on the Juke, not bad at all. A pleasing palette of color all the way around, and checking out the D mode, that looks good too. Now the Juke's name actually came from a boxer juking around the ring, and that's what they thought that this sport Ute was going to be good for, juking around the city, doing everything you needed to do. To me, it conjures up maybe the images of a juke joint. It's just a cool name with a jukebox and a bunch of kids hanging out listening to cool music. And this is also a place where kids can hang out and listen to cool music. It's got a USB, it's got some pretty cool electronics, Rockford Fosgate stereo. So, you know, the beauty is certainly on the exterior, in my eyes anyway. I think it's cool looking. But it's not just skin deep. I think it goes deeper with the Juke here. I think it's a great looking car, sure, but it's very useful. It's got even all-wheel drive. If you wanted to just be a cool looking kind of econo box, you can scale it down and buy the entry-level version. If you wanted to be luxurious with heated seats, navigation, well, go ahead. So all around, I think the Juke is a rockin' winner. I'm Drivin Ivan Katz.